Welcome to Physics and Rapid YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to solve previous year questions on probability. Yes, let us start with the first question. What does the first question says? Which of the following is not correct with regard to normal distribution? Now the options they have given, it is a continuous distribution, it is a bell-shaped curve symmetric about the mean, its curvature depends on the value of standard deviation sigma. Its curvature depends on the value of the mean. The mean and the mode coincide. The mean and the median do not coincide. The points of inflection of the curve occur at x, which is equal to plus or minus sigma. This normal distribution is nothing but the Gaussian distribution. Okay. Now the curve for the Gaussian distribution, it's look like this. I am going to write it again. If I plot f of x, that is a function along y-axis, and x along the x-axis, we'll get a bell-shaped curve like this. And it is a continuous curve and there is no breaks. Okay, and this origin we call it represented by a mu. Here mu represents the mean. Okay, and here this point is nothing but x, which is equal to mu plus sigma, and the second point is nothing but x, which is equal to mu plus 2 sigma. Why I'm writing here sigma means sigma is the difference between these 2 points. Okay, and sigma is here nothing but the standard deviation, and mu here nothing but the mean. Okay, the same way it tells for the negative x-axis as well, right? And this is the Gaussian function or the Gaussian distribution. Now what they are saying in the option, it is a continuous distribution. Yes, it is a continuous distribution. It is a bell-shaped curve symmetric about the mean. Yes, it is correct. Its curvature depends on the value of standard deviation. Yes, you can see here it depends on the standard deviation sigma. And its curvature depends on the value of the mean. No, this is a wrong option. The mean and the mode coincide. Yes, from the definitions, the mean and the mode will coincide. Both mean, mode and median, all three will coincide. And here in the sixth option, they are saying the mean and the median do not coincide. This is the wrong option. The points of the inflection of the curve at x, which is equal to plus or minus sigma. This is also the right option. You can see from the graph itself, right? Now, which of the following is not the correct with regard to the normal distribution? So which is the right option from here? I can tick to the A option, that is the fourth and sixth options are wrong. Means its curvature depends on the value of the mean. The mean and the median do not coincide. Yes, I hope this question is very clear to you people. Keep it in mind, normal distribution is nothing but the Gaussian curve. Yes, let us proceed to the next question. In the next question, what we have for the Poisson distribution, the standard deviation sigma is related to the mean m as. Here they have represent the mean in terms of m and the standard deviation sigma of which distribution. These are the types of the distribution we will get in the probability topic. Okay, now one of that will be the Poisson distribution. In the Poisson distribution, we define mean, which is equal to, I am representing mean, generally we represent in terms of mu, which is equal to n into p, where n is the number of independent trials that is occurring in the event. Okay, and p is the probability of probability of success in the single trial. We take one single trial, in that what is the probability of the success? The p represents the probability of a success and n represents the total number of independent trials. Okay, now what they have asked, one more, that is a standard deviation. Standard deviation is represented by sigma, which is equal to square root of n into p. Okay, this is a formula for the mean and the standard deviation. From here, from equation 1 and 2, what I can write, instead of np, can I substitute here mu, sigma, which is equal to square root of mu. Instead of mu, here they have represented the mean in terms of m. So sigma, which is equal to square root of m, So which is the right option? Option A is the right option. I hope this is clear to you people. These two formulas are quite important to solve this question. Now, let us proceed to the next question. What we have in the next question, the probability that students get unannounced test during any class is 1 by 5. Okay. If a student is absent twice, then the probability that the student misses at least one test is. Now, this is a quite a tricky question. This question can be solved like this. Probability of, at least they are saying he misses the one test. A total probability minus he never misses the test. If we do in that way also, we will get the probability of at least one test. Now, again come back to the question, the probability that students get unannounced test during any class means probability of test is 1 by 5. Means probability of no test is how much? Total overall probability, we know that it is 1. So 1 minus 1 by 5 will be 4 by 5. That we call it as represented by a Q. Q is the failure. Okay. And P is the success here. And P always represents the success of a single trial. And this is a probability of a failure of a single trial. Okay. Now, why I'm doing this, you will get to know. If a student is absent twice, then the probability the student misses at least one test means probability of a student at least he misses a test, which is equal to 1 minus probability that he never misses the test. Okay, we can solve like this now. He never misses test. Now that is a probability of no test. He never misses test means in the 2 days he is absent twice. In the 2 days also there is no test. Now I have told just now the probability of failure of a single trial is 4 by 5 means 2 days means 2 trials. It will be no probability that never misses test, that is equal to 4 by 5 into 4 by 5. So it will be 4 4s are 16 divided by 5 5 is 25. Now what we have, the final formula, that is 1 minus probability never misses test, that is equal to 16 divided by 25. Cross multiplying, we will get 25 minus 16 divided by 25. So it will be 25 minus 16 is 9 divided by 25 is the overall answer. We must keep it in mind, like if they ask the questions like this, you can do in a reverse manner. Okay. One thing we must remember in mind, that is a probability of success plus probability of failure, the overall probability will be equal to 1 only. Okay, the overall probability will be equal to 1. Now what is the answer? We got the answer to be 9 divided by 25. Okay, 9 divided by 25, option D is the right option. Now let us proceed to the next question. What we have in the next question, in a binomial distribution, the values of a mean and standard deviation are 9 and root 6 respectively. Then the values of n and p respectively are. In a binomial distribution, what is a mean? We must know this formulas. Mean represented by a mu, which is equal to n into p. And the standard deviation sigma, which is equal to square root of n p q. I have told n is a number of independent trials and p is a probability of success of a single trial and q is a probability of a failure of a single trial. Okay. Now they have given the value for mu, which is equal to 9 and sigma, which is equal to square root of 6, and substitute in these two equations. We'll get 9, which is equal to n into p, and square root of 6, which is equal to square root of n p q. Now from here I can tell 6, which is equal to npq, right? The value of np I can substitute from the previous equation, that is 6, which is equal to 9 times of q. We'll get the q value which is equal to 6 divided by 9. 2s are 3s are okay. 2 divided by 3. So we got the q value to be equal to 2 divided by 3. Now in the previous problem only I told the probability of a success plus probability of failure, that is p plus q, which is equal to 1. Now we have the value for q, right? Substitute now 1 minus q, so it will be 1 minus 2 by 3, 3 minus 2, it will be 1, 1 divided by 3. This is a p value. And now we got the p value. Now what we want the n value. Now substitute in this first equation. Now 9, which is equal to n times of p, is 1 divided by 3 on cross multiplying n, which is equal to 27, right? So which is the right option? First they have asked the value of n, then the p. So it will be 27 comma 1 by 3 is the right option. Yes. Let us proceed to the next question. What we have in the next question, it is a very easy question. A bag contains 6 red balls and 4 blue balls. The probability of drawing 2 red balls in succession is, okay. One bag is there. I'm drawing a bag like this. In this bag, what we have a 6 red balls and we have a 4 blue balls. In this, we need to pick 2 balls out of the total probability. The 2 balls to be equal to red. Now, what is the formula to find the probability? Actual formula what we have is event divided by sample space. Okay, so this is the actual problem. It is the actual definition of the probability. Okay, sample space. Now what is the event? Out of 6 red balls I am drawing 2, means it is a combination we are doing. Now the event will be equal to 6c2 all divided by sample space. How many balls we have? Total we have a 6 plus 4, 10. Out of 10, how much we are taking out? We are taking out 2. Alright, now this is the equation. Now just we need to solve this equation. Now the formula for combination I'm going to write here, NCR, which is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial into r factorial. I hope this formula everyone knows. I am proceeding. It will be 6 factorial, 6 minus 2 will be 4 factorial into 2 factorial, all divided by 10 factorial divided by 10 minus 2 will be 8 factorial into 2 factorial. 2 factorial get cancels. So 6 factorial means 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, like that. 6 factorial, can I write it as 6 into 5 into 4 factorial? Yes, divided by 4 factorial, right. All divided by 10 in 10 factorial, so 10 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5, like that. I can write this as 10 into 9 into 8 factorial divided by 8 factorial. Here 8 factorial, 8 factorial, 4 factorial get cancels. What is remaining? 6 into 5 divided by 10 into 9. Just cancel now. 5 ones are 5 twos are. 2 ones are 2 threes are. 3 ones are 3 threes are. So it will be 1 by 3. Now 1 by 3 is the right option. Option A is the right option. I hope everyone is clear with this question. Proceeding to the next question. Now, what does the question says? There are 40 persons in a room. 40% means 40 students are there in a room. All are born in the month of April. Okay, everyone are born in the month of April only. The probability that at least 2 of them share the same birthday. What is the probability that at least 2 of them will share the same birthday? Now, let us analyze this question. How many students are there, or how many persons are there? 40 persons are there. All are born in the month of April, means in April how many days will come? That 30 days will come, right? Means out of this 40, if I consider all 30 will be having 30 different birthdays, means remaining 10 will be having the same birthdays of the previous person, right? Yes. Now they are asking what is the probability at least 2 of them will share the same birthday, means 10 of year will share the same birthdays. They can thrice can share the same birthdays, or 4 can share the same birthdays, like that. So the probability we are nearly getting to be equal to 1. Now that is nearly equal to 0.9. I hope this is a very easy question and it is very clear to you people. Out of 40%, we have a 30 days. If I consider all 30% will be having 30 different uh, birthdays, means remaining 10 will share the same birthdays, right? And in that 10, what is the probability means it will be nearly equal to 1. So in that, which option is the closest option out of this 4 means 0.9 is the closest option. Yes. Yeah, now let us proceed to the next question. Yeah, here we have a question. Three fair coins or toss it together. Three fair coins or toss it together. Find the probability of getting one head and two tails. Means we need to get one head and two tails. Now, three fair coins. In the coin, what we can see? We can see one head and one tail, right? And three fair coins means 2 to the power of 3. Okay, in that one head and one tail. And in that 3 coins means 2 to the power of 3. So the number of possibilities of these 3 coins when we toss means 8 possibilities will come out. Okay, what are that 8 possibilities I am going to show here? That we call it as a sample space only. Okay, now the sample space I am going to show here, it can be all ed. It can be all ed tail, tail. So one time tail, two times ed, once again, two times ed, or one time ed, two time tail, or else like this, tail head, or head ed tail, or it can be tail ed tail, ed tail head. Like this, we can have 8 possibilities, not more than this. Okay. Now, what they are asking one head and two tail. One head, this is a possibility, one head and two tail, and here we have a possibility, one head and two tail, and here we have a possibility, one head and two tail. Any other possibilities? No. Now, in the previous slide only, I have told you probability definition is nothing but event divided by sample space, right? Now, what is the event here? Event here 3 means one head and two tail. Event here is 3, and what is the sample space? Sample space is overall outcomes, that is 8. What we need divided by overall outcomes, that is 3 by 8 is the right option. Yes. Now, let us proceed to the next question. What we have? Yeah, here we have two standard dices with 6 faces with values 1 to 6 or rolled together. Two standard dices with 6 faces. Means overall, that is a sample space. I can write it as 6 to the power of 2. Means 6 faces it has. No, to the power of 6 to the power of 2 means 2 dices. So it will be 36. What is the probability of getting a value 8? Means we need to, on throwing 2 dices, on the upper face we need to get the value to be equal to 8. So what is the probability? Again, from the definition, probability is nothing but event divided by sample space. Now, sample space we know that it to be 36. What is the event? Means how many we are getting, how many possibilities we are getting the value to be equal to 8. Now, I'm going to write the sample space of these two dices. It will be like this: 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Next, if it is 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6. Next, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6. Next, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4 5 4 6, 5 1 5 2 5 3 5 4 5 5 5 6. Next 6 1 6 2 6 3 6 4 6 5 6 6. Now this is the sample space. What they are asking, what is the probability of getting 8? In this first row we will not get 8, maximum is 7. Here 2 plus 6 is 8, here 3 plus 5 is 8, 4 plus 4 8, 5 plus 3 8, 6 plus 2 is 8. Nothing else will be possible. Only how many trials are possible? 5 different. So 5 divided by 36 is the right option. That is, third option is the right option. I hope everyone is clear. From 2013 to 2025, only 8 questions were asked. All different questions were asked from the probability chapter that comes under mathematical physics. For more videos based on mathematical physics, you can visit my channel. Thank you for watching.